Hi Anti Society, welcome back to the Antisocial Planet. Today we are checking out IU's 23 performance video. I don't know why we're getting this in the year of our Lord 2025, but I'm gonna take it. I will never complain about anything that I get that is IU. Why am I so excited about this? It's like I've never heard this song before. I have. Look at the outfit. The purple. I love that, like, because the body roll back. Ma'am, do not wink at me. She's so cute. Look at her smile. Just like the purples. Love it. The saturation on this video already. I have a little shoulder on that as well, a little shoulder shimmy. I also love how much of this is just like fun. It's a little bit flirty, especially with the like softer vocals, right? Like the whole choreography, like I said, the little like shoulder shimmy and like that little accent, like there's so many little things like that. And like even the more like feminine being like in the lyrics and all of that, right? Like so adding in those little touches just adds to it, little like hand moments too with the backup dancers that are with her. It's just such a fun song, isn't it? Like the groove on this song is so good. About the little like ad-libs and stuff. It's even that little like hip thing, like that little like hip is so fun. Like just the little hip detail on the like backup vocals. I love the little framing. See the little like hip, everyone else is moving around her. Oh my gosh, man, the eye contact in there, but even just the little covering the mouth and everything, there's these little fun movements, especially given a bunch of the lyrical content, right? Like having these kind of fun, more like flirty, feminine movements in contrast to some of the more like mature things being like put into it, right? Like even her facial expressions, like I was saying, like sometimes she has like the smiles and she's being like really cute and over the top and like her expressions and stuff, and then other times where she's far more serious, and it's like the intertwining of those two like different things simultaneously is like such a good mirror of some of the lyrics as well. Love it. Right? Like which one? Check it out. I love that little activation with the backup dancers. Ooh, I love the little mirror. Oh, I don't know about the camera movement, but the little like mirror movement is really fun with the backup dancer. Little hair twirl. Ma'am. Not need to look at me like that. Yeah, making opposite facial expressions and everything. She's so good. Whoa, I love the pause there too. Like they're all moving around her while she's doing like a much more restrained movement, right? Like she's doing some movements very close to her like body, right? Like the crossed arms, the smaller like hip movement. She's not like extending like her legs out a whole lot either. And then you have a ton of movement with the backup dancers, and then they just like have this hard stop. They like pause in place. I think it's so good. It's a great way of having like the dancers create like an environment around her. Her smile though. Ma'am. I love even just that the little like leg movement, right? Like having the knees more in is like more of a like youthful kind of movement, right? Like having the legs with those knee movements in pushed in, right? Has this a little bit more like childish, playful side to it. And then having the legs crossed is like a more mature thing, right? It's like little things like that of the progression of what this song is, like the different sides of her and like the different kind of facets that she can express like throughout this entire performance, right? Like, all the different ways that she's changing the way that she's having this persona as a performer are just like even little things like that in terms of the way that she's like placing her legs with that movement, which it sounds weird for me to focus that much on it, but like I mean it in the most looking at it as a performer and those little details and everything. Even just like ending off sitting down again. See, like there's a different character to those two repeated parts, right? Even just that little shoulder again on that music, little skip forward. She's so cute. And then she gets serious again. Sorry, her little smile. I get distracted. Not the point, but like, it was so cute there. Right there. Ugh, cutie pie. Ugh. So good. Like, again, there's so many little nuances in that performance, right? In terms of the facial expressions and vocals, there's obviously like a bunch of stuff going on with that as well, but the different characters that you have to put in to that in such a subtle way, right? Like it's not these huge shifts in character. Like she can't have these huge changes in the expression from like something like really serious into something like super, super animated, right? Like you can't have that huge like whiplash in it. It has to be something that progresses gradually, and there's these little nuances in the way that she's like holding herself, like in terms of like her posture, her like hand shapes, right? Even just like the way that she's doing certain movements, like we'll have repeated movements with these like shoulder movements. Sometimes it's something that is like playful. There's a little bit more almost like grunginess to the movements, right? Because when you think of children, they're not always the most coordinated or the most like mindful of like how they're moving, right? So you have something like a little bit more youthful in having something that's a little bit more grungy, a little bit less precise. And then when you have something that feels very controlled, that has like a mature feeling to it, right? So having the shoulder movement that feels more precise, more controlled in its movement is leaning more into that, right? There's so many of those little nuances in this performance that I don't know why we're getting this video like recently, but I'm so happy because it's such a good song, and I think that it shows off so many of those different like little nuances to the way that IU performs, right? So good. I knew it would be because IU, I mean, when has she ever disappointed me? But I think that this just has so many different like layers to the way that you have to perform this song. There's so many different things in the vocals and the like ad libs that are going on. There's so many little things that you have to do with facial expressions, not just in terms of being able to go along with the choreo, but it's literally something in the lyrics. So if you don't get that right, then the lyrics don't make sense. It's not just about having all those little nuances in your performance because that's part of the choreo, because that's part of the persona of the performance. It's like literally the story that you're trying to tell with the song, that if you don't get those little nuances correct, it's not going to translate correctly. Like you have to be able to do all those little things. And I think that it's such a good example of how good IU is as a performer, right? Like how she can put in those little nuances into the way that she's performing, doing like choreography and stuff, which is not something that she does a whole lot of. Not like some performers, right, in the Korean music scene where like there's so much choreography that happens. She definitely tends to focus more on like the vocal aspect of it, but she can, like, there are so many different little things in this performance that are really important to translate in terms of, again, little shifts in the way that she's doing the choreography depending on which part of the persona she's trying to like tap into. So good. I, again, don't know why we got this video, but I'm not complaining. I'm so happy that we got it, and I hope you enjoyed watching that along with me. You can click this playlist to go into my previous reactions, or you can subscribe to miss next time I post an IU reaction. I will see you in the next video. Bye.